guys, welcome to another makeup graveyard, and I think this is going to be the last one. I know I said in the last makeup graveyard that I had 2 left and I was going to do highlighters and brows, and then I was pulling out all of my brow stuff and I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous because I really don't have a lot of brow products. So I think this is it. And even this is like going to be the smallest graveyard that we have done. I've been pretty good about highlighters and not over purchasing them, even though with that being said, I have this big huge bin right here. Let's count really quick how many I have. I know it's not like 50 highlighters or anything like that, but I definitely want to get rid of at least a few. So I have 16 highlighters. To some that may be a crazy number. To me, in my mind, when I look at these 16, I go, that's not enough. This gives me some total playroom to buy new highlighters. The number 1 fail product in this entire pile of highlighty sparkliness is actually not shimmery, and the reason I purchased this was because you guys know I love my NARS, what is it called? NARS Olympia palette, that little duo, that yellow powder in there is my favorite. It's not necessarily a highlighting powder. There's no shimmer in there. We're doing shimmery highlights. I should have put that in this pile. Crap holy. NARS Olympia, number 17, that actually stays in my drawer because I use it without fail every single day. I don't necessarily use it to highlight my cheekbone, but I use it to set my concealer, and it is the best brightening powder out there. When I saw this from Tom Ford when I was in New York, I was like, I don't know, feeling like, ooh, luxury, and I bought that eye quad, and then the guy talked me into this right here, and I thought it would be a lot like the NARS, but this is much more chalky. I don't like it. I don't understand what the fuss is with this, and I wish I hadn't emptied my bank account to purchase this one item. Tom Ford items are excellent. Love their lipsticks, love the shadows, but this powder was a dud, and I bought it at Bergdorf's. I can't return it. Anyway, it's getting passed on to someone else who will love it because that is just my personal preference. I know that a lot of women like this one. I just didn't really get it. Another one that people really love that I was kind of like, I don't know, I used it for a while and I tried to love it because everyone else loves it. Have you ever done that? This is the Mary Luminizer, and it is a beautiful powder, but it is just like way strong, and whenever I put this on my cheekbones, I literally look like I'm sweating. I don't look cute. I think for eyeshadow this could be really pretty, but I know a few of my friends, they'd like this. Shimmer strips, Physicians Formula. I have tried every single color. I do really love these, but I have another darker one that I am keeping for eyeshadow, and this one was in the highlighter bin, and I just don't think so. I'm keeping one of these, not this shade, another one I'll show you in a second, but this is just very coppery and it's not very flattering, and even on my eyes, I just don't think that I would really reach for this one too much. This is the Waikiki Strip Peachy Glow Bronzer. Technically a bronzer. I would never recommend bronzing with this though because it is so shimmery and shiny and a little bit brightening and light, and it's not a bronzer. From Sheer Cover, this is the Peach Lip to Lid Highlighter. What's cool about this one is you could mix it in with a gloss. It will work well on your lips, on your eyes, on your cheeks. My sisters love this stuff. Like, they love it. This is the stuff that they're like most excited about. I could not get into it. I think it's really pretty. However, I think because I don't really go the natural route, I mean, let's be honest, I wear a ton of makeup and I need my highlighter to be a little more natural. Otherwise, I will really cross that little line of looking like a total clown. This has little specks of silver shimmer in here, and that's why I'm not such a big fan of it. It's pretty, it's peachy, but that shiny silvery thing in there, I can't. And then this guy right here is my most loved favorite highlighter of all time. This is from Prescriptives, and I have repurchased this item over and over until the company, where did they go? One day they just disappeared. They don't carry it in any department stores anymore that I know of, and I don't even know exactly what this is called because the label on the back fell off, but I know I need to get rid of this because it smells bad. Oh, I really don't want to part with it because it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It is one of the few cream highlighters that I really love, but I don't really want to wipe bacteria all over my face. So I'm going to be a good girl and get rid of it. I'm not even going to give this to a friend. It's just, it's done. So I'm getting rid of 5 out of 16. That is nowhere even close to half. I like the highlighters that I have, and I have some really solid recommendations for you guys. We're gonna go through each and every one. And yeah, I have some that I really like for non-shimmer, kind of creamy highlight. I like some really shimmery ones, some blushy highlights. So they're kind of by category, and that's why I feel like I need all of these. Let's start with the creamier highlights. And when I say creamy highlight, what I mean is it's a soft, brightening sheen, kind of like a satin finish eyeshadow versus a metallic finish eyeshadow. One is super shiny, the other is just a nice sheen. And that's actually my favorite day-to-day highlight to do. The Hourglass Ambient palette is still a favorite of mine. I love this. You can use this not just underneath the eye and on the cheekbone, but you can use this all over the face. And it really just makes your complexion look very glowy without looking too disco ball shiny. It's very finely milled. It's very soft, smooth powder. It's also very expensive, but I definitely love this one. A more budget-friendly option that is a similar effect. This is the SONIA KASHUK Chic Luminosity Glow Powder. When I first spotted this, I thought it was one of those blotting powders that just gets rid of oil really quickly. This just adds the nicest, just soft glow to the skin. It's not overpowering at all. It's just one of those extra little things to make your skin look a little bit better and dewy without looking overly shiny. So I love that one. This is from Physicians Formula. It's the color correcting Pebbles, and these little suckers just fly out everywhere. That's the only thing I don't like about this product, but the powder itself, there is something about this powder that will give you a J-Lo shiny glow, but it's still creamy at the same time. It's kind of a 50-50 cross type of a thing. It's beautiful. It's a drugstore highlighter that I absolutely recommend to anyone, and I'm not getting rid of it. I usually do not like cream highlighters. It's really funny because this technically is not a cream highlighter, but I do like dabbing this on the high points of my cheekbones, especially if I'm doing a more natural look. This is from JOUER. This is the shade Feather, and it is actually an eyeshadow, a cream eyeshadow, but it is beautiful. And again, you can just take your fingertip and kind of pat, 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 and it will just enhance the bone structure of your face. You can even just take it a little bit on the lip. Just anywhere you want to highlight, really. It's a beautiful product, it's so compact, and I really dig this one for highlight. Moving on to what I like to call my blush toppers, where if I'm using a blush that's matte and I want to add a little bit of a sheen to them and a nice highlight, this is kind of an all-in-one item that will quickly get you there. And this one from Laura Geller is the Flambe Blush in Peach Crumble. It's just really beautiful. You have 2 shades in here. You can mix them together and apply as a blush, or you can take this more nude shade and just use it as an actual cheek highlighter. And then also the same type of a thing from Bobbi Brown. This is a shimmer brick in Apricot. Depending on where you grab in here, you can just use it as a highlight, or you could swirl your brush through all of these colors and use it as a shimmery blush. And it's a really beautiful color, especially if you have tan skin. Moving on to the more extreme highlighters, where you just literally want to take a fan brush and just a dab will do you. You do not need more than that. A dab will do you. This is from 17. This is the Instant Glow in Pink Bronze. It's kind of rough when you actually feel it in the pan, but I do recommend this. The color is beautiful. The shade is Pink Bronze, and it is exactly what the name is. It's a pink toned, beautiful bronzy highlight. Again, beautiful on tan skin, and something that I love wearing during the summertime, but I don't think I talk about this that much. This is a beautiful product. You can't get it here in the States, unfortunately, but a lot of you always ask, what do you like from the UK? And this is one that I really, really love. And another shimmer brick type of a thing. This is the Shimmer Strips in Riviera Strip Sand Bronzer. Can we tell this is like the favorite? It looks horrible. I should probably get rid of this and just get a new one. But as you can tell, I like using this portion up here. It is the most beautiful golden white highlight. It is extreme. This is something that you are going to be able to see on your skin. It gives you kind of a natural glow, but it is very intense. I don't want to say like it looks like you have glitter smeared on your cheek. That's not what it does, but it is probably the most intense, or one of the most intense, as I'm looking at the Becca right in front of me. one of the more intense highlighters that I own, and I do love using this to highlight underneath the brow bone, inner corner of the eye. It's just, this is a great item, super affordable and at the drugstore. Why don't we just go there? This is the other super, super, super intense product that I don't use very often because of that. I like a more subtle glow to my skin. I have combo skin that naturally kind of gets glowy anyway, so I don't like to overdo it. However, this Becca shimmering powder in Opal is so pretty. Oh my God, I love it. It is very intense, but the tone of it actually just works. There's something about it that works. I love using this as shadow. There's nothing overly obnoxious about it, but it is that intense highlight. So when you want to go all the way for the JLo legit glow, this is the type of product that you want to use. And if you walk on the more tame side and you want a very subtle highlight, then go and grab Soft and Gentle from MAC. This is my everyday, every single day of my life. I know it works for me. I know it looks good on me. I know it wears well throughout the day on me. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't exaggerate my pores. It's just my favorite highlighter of all time. And it's the one I reach for the most. All right, this is something new, and I wanted to tell you guys. Remember how I hauled this, the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Contour Palette? Now, I'm surprised because I bought this palette specifically thinking that the highlighter was a highlighter of theirs that I liked in the past. And it's fine, but it's not like, oh my gosh, it's the best highlighter ever. However, while I'm holding this up, I will mention that the bronzer in here is fantastic. I've been using it like every day since I bought it. And the blush is really beautiful and long wearing too. So, but the highlighter, meh. All right, so that is it. I cannot even believe that I have gone through my entire collection. The only other thing that I could really think of doing for Makeup Graveyard would be like Makeup Graveyard hair care, Makeup Graveyard skincare. Let me know if you want to see it kind of veer out to that type of a thing or not. Leave that in the comments below. I don't know if that would be like too much. But I have a lot of skincare. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.